We are back on NFL Daily, and there's nothing better when we're welcoming a guest like Mac Jones than to hear right before we start taping that he's already heard from his mom and dad that we're fans of his. So I was like, hold that. I want that on.
You're on the good side. You're on the good side.
Greg goes, stop talking.
Also,
wait till the mics are hot.
That's good PR.
It's cool to have like a normal human interaction, but let's get this on the show.
Normal human
Exactly.
interaction.
Yeah, tell us more about that. Your mom and dad are checking out who's.
I mean, yeah, I don't really do social media as much during the year, so they always like send me articles that are positive, and they're like, hey, keep doing a good job. And I remember seeing one of y'all, so I thought it was cool.
We've talked about you a lot this year.
Thank you.
Because as you kind of were leading the crowd here in the year of the backup quarterback, quote unquote. I know you started. I have aspirations, but
for sure,
the work that you did in San Francisco to kind of will that team through some of its harder moments, and I covered the game in Rams San Francisco.
Yeah.
You got the what beat out of you, but you still kept coming. What that whole period of time to kind of gut your way through what that was and play some really good ball, what was that like for you?
For sure. I think it's just the standard that's been set in San Francisco, and it was so cool coming in OTAs, learning from everybody, learning from Christian, Trent, George, like these guys that are going to be Hall of Famers. And I don't know, I just wanted to show my toughness this year and show that I'm ready to play. That's your job as a backup, and I feel like we play with a lot of juice and energy every game, but especially when I was in there trying to just sling it around, and like the Rams game probably was being a little dramatic. There was definitely some injuries, but
so you know what? I didn't say it. I mean, you got the crap kicked out of you at times, and you still kept getting up.
Wait,
what
do you
multiple
mean?
Issues.
A little dramatic. What do you mean?
There was some puking. Yeah.
That one was real.
Yeah,
but I had a multiple system that were not doing the right thing. So I was like cramping, and I had my knee, and then I was like, all right, there's a lot going on here.
Do you feel bad at all for like hurting Jordan's feelings? Because deep down she's kind of a Rams fan.
Yeah, I saw that.
As is like my wife and my daughter.
Yeah.
And so they're watching that game, and you ripped their hearts out that night.
Yeah, that was. I mean, they're a great team though, and playing them twice this year was a huge challenge for me, and just so early in the year, and then I played them again the second time. But they're incredible, and Matthew Stafford is playing great ball, and their defense is playing great. So huge challenge each game, and we split 1-1 with them, but. I feel like they're a really good football team.
Are you just saying that to protect my feelings right now? Or
yeah, I mean, I guess
off
so.
air,
if you want to come to the good side, you can come to the good side.
Covering Kyle Shanahan for a long time, something I've done, and I was at training camp, and I was watching you take reps, and what I've always liked about your game and the way you play is you take no crap from anybody. Yeah. And you're going to throw the ball where you want it, like you're going to go for it, right? You're not you are not afraid.
For sure.
And they had some rookie DBs in, and you are getting in their faces just as much as, and I was like, oh yeah, Mac Jones is back. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had that thought where I was like, oh cool, like he's still the same. Yeah. What was it like being kind of a veteran with a lot of really good experience, but then going in and like the juice of that defense and just the playing free, that team came in with very little external, at least, expectations. Yeah. And everyone grew up along the way.
Yeah, I think I just really challenged myself to play with that confidence from the start. First practice of OTAs and then training camp like you're talking about. And I feel like every day was so intense. In other teams, sometimes there's days where it's like the dog days of camp, right? But I feel like in San Francisco, it was just always like we were going at it every day for the whole season. And that's what makes you play good football for a long time. So
I think it was Upton Stout.
Was it Upton?
He was talking to you. And
I'm sure. Yeah, I talk to those guys, and like when I'm on scout team, I'm talking every day, and hopefully backing it up. But
you've always liked to talk on the field. Like that was what the reporters were writing when you were a rookie in New England in second year. Like
let's pause for a second. Mac, you should know, if you don't already, Patriots fan over here. Not secretly.
That's fair.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I was a big supporter. I want to know though, like, what does a Mac Jones trash talk sound like?
It's very natural, I think. I don't like plan anything. So if something pops up in the game, like I'll say something. And
in practice too. Like
practice
you're going to let them know about it.
Absolutely. It makes it fun, and like it raises the tempo of the practice, and I'm not like obnoxious about it. Maybe I used to be, but I'm more chill now. And like I'm just out there throwing throwing it to the open guys, and then like I'm gonna let them know if I made a good play or one of our receivers made a good play. Like they're gonna hear about it for sure.
I think that's important. That's
Yeah.
like when I'm a parent. I tell my kids that too. When you're playing sports, you have to let the opponent know that
Yeah.
you just won.
Yeah.
To really to really make sure that
no
they know
doubt,
it.
doubt. Yeah, it's really like in a respectful way, but like it's definitely true.
Oh, I love that. What did you love about playing in that system? It gets talked about across the league. I myself yap way too much about it constantly. Our listeners definitely let me know about that. But like just to the differences, the nuances that you see in that versus what you maybe were used to before, not comparing
For sure.
good, bad, or the other, but just the nuances that maybe the outside does not see.
Yeah, for sure. And I had some experience in college running a similar system, but this is like the PhD level, like Kyle Shanahan, 20-word play calls. And for me to just come in, I was like, I'm going to be like a rookie this year and just learn everything from scratch. Obviously had a lot of background with multiple coordinators from college and Patriots and Jaguars. So trying to just learn everything from Kyle this year from a fresh start. And it's very like cookie cutter, just kind of how I am. I'm very like a 1, 2, 3, 4 type guy, you know? Like that's my read.
I was like, I don't know that I would have said cookie cutter specifically, but I get what you're saying, progression
like,
passing and
exactly.
stuff like that.
It doesn't allow you to like freelance and make stuff up because you have rules. And once you follow your rules, you know that, all right, I'm going to have consistency in my play. And I think that's what you saw this year. And what I learned the most was if I just stick to my rules, what they've taught me with my footwork and timing, like it'll be more consistent. It was.
That raises a point because I'd like you to explain that when it comes to the Shanahan offense that you learned and the differences between that sort of offense and Josh McDaniels here in the Super Bowl
for sure.
For an average football fan who doesn't necessarily even know what progression passing is or the X's and O's. Sort of what's the biggest top level stuff between a Kyle Shanahan system and a Josh McDaniels system?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And so Josh is Earnhardt Perkins system. So they've been running that for a long time. And Tom Brady obviously executed at the highest level, and they kind of mended it to their flavor, you know. And one of the big things in that offense is making mic points. And so every time you get up to the line of scrimmage, you have to make a mic point to tell the line where to go. Which really you're directing all the traffic, right? And Drake's done a good job of that this year. When I watch tape, it's tough. You have a lot on your plate before the snap even starts. And with Kyle, one of his big things is the opposite. It's more, you know what your issues are, but you're not really going to change anything. You're kind of just going to go out there and play. And for me, and as a guy who's played in a system where I could change everything my whole career pretty much, it was different. And I really liked it because I knew what my issues were, but I also had a system, and it was just a lot less on my plate.
I feel like the thing that's often getting lost in this conversation too is those coaches, and McDaniels is also excellent at this. It's part of why his system still carries as it does. But in terms of that coaching tree, that family, quote unquote, what I think a lot of people miss in this is that they understand defensive rules, and especially in zoning defenses, so well that is why they are able to give you progression-based passing rules, because they're breaking the defense's rules with what they're giving you. Can you maybe expand a little bit more on
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Josh taught me so much about that too. And when we were together in New England, that was the first thing we did was learn defense. So that helped me throughout my career, and I'm thankful for that. But with Kyle, it's the same thing. He literally knows exactly what they're doing. It's just a matter of like you said, if one is open, you're throwing one. There is no, they can play cover 2, they can play blitz 0. If a number 1 is open, I'm throwing it. And in my career, sometimes you might be overthinking that, well, is he really going to be open versus this coverage, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed to be in the system this year because it allowed me just to be that, all right, 1 is there, I'm throwing it. If he's not, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
You sound like you like being in that system.
Yeah.
You're going to be talked about on shows like this. We've already talked about it.
Good things.
I'm talking
Gotta be on lists. Gotta be on lists.
I'm talking about lists of possible teams who might be looking for quarterbacks this offseason. Obviously, you're under contract, or maybe it's not obviously, but the listeners should know you're under contract next year with the 49ers as their backup. I'm sure they value that really highly. If other teams do come calling and aggressively want to get you, do you welcome a trade?
Yeah, I think it's always a blessing to have people discussing those things. And for me, I did sign a 2-year deal, and really love working with Kyle. So I kind of know where I'm at with it, and we've had good conversations, and I feel good about where I'm at. So I understand it's a business and there's things that happen, but I think when you turn on the tape, the proof is in the pudding. So all I want to do is play good football, and whether that's a backup or a starter, to me, that's the whole point, is to play good. So don't worry about all the external stuff.
It's refreshing, and I think we all know when we see it when you play that you could start. Right?
Yeah, of course.
But there's something to be said for being happy too.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like that's missed a lot. Right?
I think both can be possible.
Yes, we love saying that on the show. Both things are true at the same time.
For sure.
But like that's I mean, the strain of kind of the early years and figuring out what this league was all about.
Yeah.
And then coming to something different, similar in a lot of ways, but different. And then seeing more of the world open up to you.
Yeah.
What's that been like for
you? It's been good. I think when you get, as a rookie, I was thrown in there and was starting right away, which was awesome for me. And we went to the playoffs and had a lot of success. So that was amazing. And I wanted to keep doing that and stacking. And I don't know, being a backup now and having started a lot of games too, like it's good to just get both perspectives. And I've done it and I've gone through a whole season. I've played half seasons. I played quarter seasons. So it's just like every year is new for me and I just love the challenge, but I know what I would be getting myself into. Like this year, that's why I feel like I was just like, all right, well, here we go. I'm starting. I know I'm going to have a couple games here and I've done this, 60 times or whatever. And like, it's not my first rodeo. So
I got in trouble on the old podcast. They thought it was like the hottest take ever that I remember I said I would not trade you for Russell Wilson straight up. And this was like 2020, which was like a little bit of more of a hot take. I think history has proven me right. So Sam Darnold kind of, he went to San Francisco. He was a backup. He's showing you one route where it can really work out. And
for sure.
If you and he stayed sort of in this similar system, and this is a team that beat you twice.
Yeah.
And they're going up against the Patriots, who don't have a lot of the players from back when you were there, but they have a few.
Yeah,
they
definitely a few.
Certainly have some.
Yeah.
And McDaniels, of course.
For sure.
So it makes me think who you're rooting for.
I knew this one was coming.
How many times have you been asked this?
A decent amount.
Yeah.
I haven't really put too much thought into it. I think it is like when it's your division rival and former team. I do have friends on the team. Like I literally just saw Mondre Stevenson yesterday at dinner. So and we always text throughout the year. So I love those guys, Hunter Henry, guys that I played with, and I really want them to do well. So I don't know. I don't have too much of an opinion. I'm not going to pick a team, but
you have
perfect
people
for the show. I never pick either.
Yeah, but I love like Josh, and there's people like the video staff.
How can you not be happy for people that you're close with doing well? On the other hand, there's probably a lot of massholes. You don't want to see them get happy.
No, I mean, if they win it, good for them, and that's awesome.
Mac, before we let you go, we're so appreciative of your time.
Yeah.
Your parents are a fan of the show. We're just going to assume here. No. We're putting words in your mouth at this point. But they must have then heard our favorite. It's a sound drop, basically a moment on the show that our producers, that one of us has said, that our producers collect and record and then drop it, sprinkle it into conversations. Henceforth, you are actually the most popular sound drop of the season for NFL Daily.
Wow,
and we want you to listen to this probably for the first time, our favorite drop.
All right, let's hear it.
Wow. Mac Jones, baby! It's very quick.
I like that.
It's very quick. But
that needs to be my new ringtone.
Just whenever...
just repeat.
Whenever a good moment happens in your life, like you have a good grocery store trip.
Mac Jones, baby!
Just say that, whatever.
That's awesome. You got to send me that one. I like that.
We will. We appreciate having you on, Mac, and
so fun.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Whatever happens this offseason, we'll be watching and appreciate having you on.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
That's fun. All right.